Domestic electric circuits. You can say this is the new favorite बच्चा of CBSE. आए दिन नए नए पेपर्स में हमको डोमेस्टिक इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट से बहुत क्वेश्चन देखने मिलते हैं. यू कैन सी नॉट जस्ट 1 or 2 मार्कर क्वेश्चंस, इट्स अ केस बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस डायरेक्टली. And yes, the involvement of this particular topic in boards has increased drastically. So, solenoid is one, but domestic electric circuits is the latest fashion for CBSE boards. And that's why we should study it properly. And that's why we are here. In this short session, we'll make sure domestic electric circuits is crystal clear in your mind and your boards should go must, right? We call this small session Concept Bites. If you know what we do and you love what we do, subscribe to our channel. And in the end, if you feel this short session was nice, it helped you, press the like button. All right, let's begin. This small portion in your book, you might feel, sir, I don't know how important it is. But you know what? This small portion was the reason of the biggest fight in history between two giants. And I'm pretty sure you have heard their name. Nikola Tesla and Thomas Alva Edison. Yes! और ये कहानी ना बड़ी फिल्मी है. It's like a movie. Two people, and actually there have been movies on this. Two partners, right? They used to work together. But suddenly there was disagreements in their, you can say, beliefs. Edison believed in DC. Tesla, he believed in AC. Edison gave him a challenge. He took the challenge. He succeeded in the challenge, but he disagreed. Edison को पसंद नहीं आया. He said, मैं तो मजाक कर रहा था. Then Tesla was very angry. He joined forces with the enemy of Edison, George Westinghouse. और इन लोगों ने मिलकर नायग्रा फॉल्स पे पहला एक जनरेशन की इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का, right? Using the force of the water, the energy of the flowing water. और इस तरह से हिस्ट्री में आई जस्ट टोल्ड यू वेरी स्मॉल ग्लिम्स, लेकिन ये सबसे फेमस लड़ाई है साइंटिफिक वर्ल्ड में. नॉट जस्ट सबसे फेमस, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट फेमस लड़ाई. ऑलराइट, बट एक बात सोचो, these giants were fighting among themselves, but what was their belief? The fight was not actually of Nikola Tesla and Thomas Alva Edison. The fight was actually who is better, AC or DC. And that's how your small portion of domestic electric circuits begins. Fight between alternating current and direct current. क्या है इन दोनों में भाई? क्या डिफरेंस है? Alternating current. What is alternating current? Where current changes its value, where current alternates. पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव वैल्यू के बीच में द वैल्यू ऑफ करंट विल कीप फ्लक्चुएटिंग. इसको बोलते हैं ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट. एंड वी ऑल नो घर में क्या आता है? ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट. इट इज द न्यू मोस्ट फेमस थिंग. वेयर डू यू सी डायरेक्ट करंट? small batteries, cells, all your laptops, iPads, tabs, phones, ये सब यूज करते हैं डीसी. कन्वर्ट करने के लिए है हमारे पास सामान, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाई important thing, in direct current the value of current remains constant, right? Current is constant, but in alternating the current value fluctuates very quickly. That's the most basic reason, I would say. Now what is important from your exam point of view? The difference. This is a very common question. Yes, it's a very common question asked in examinations. Wait a second, let me just put a star on this. Distinction between DC and AC. भाई देखो, direct current, नाम में क्या है? Direct means it will be very direct, not change its value. Alternating, it will alternate. Just remember it like this. क्या दिक्कत है? It is the current of constant magnitude. क्या है ये? Direct current. Alternating, it is the current of varying magnitude, right? So that's the first difference, which is in their name itself. Second, it flows in one direction in the circuit. Direct current flows in one direction in the circuit. Ekdam. Whatever direction it took, it will take that direction. But alternating current, it will change its direction periodically while flowing in a circuit. That's alternating current. Direct current, it is obtained from a cell or a battery. Alternating current, it is obtained from an AC generator and mains. In your house, it is the AC which is coming. रास्ते भर में जो बड़े बड़े पोल होते हैं, all those big poles, right? They stand like this and they have wires going through. What is that? AC only, right? So this 3 points are very important. Please remember them. Okay? बहुत बढ़िया. Now AC won finally. That's true. Like DC is also there, but AC has been, AC has taken over the world like a storm. एडवांटेज ऑफ एसी ओवर डीसी, वाई डिड वी चूज एसी ओवर डीसी? ऐसा क्या हुआ उसमें? व्हाट इज एडवांटेज? लेट मी टेल यू. फर्स्ट इज द कॉस्ट. जो सस्ता है वो ज्यादा तो बिकता है यार, कहीं ना कहीं, राइट? सो कॉस्ट, एसी इज चीपर देन डीसी. बट अगर वो सस्ता है, क्या वो अच्छा भी है? Yes, that's the next question. Not just less price, you also need to think of, is it good? ऐसे तो बहुत चीजें सस्ती है, अच्छा सब तो नहीं है ना, राइट? सो कॉस्ट, एसी इज चीपर देन डीसी, दैट इज फर्स्ट रीजन. कहीं ना कहीं स्टार्टिंग इन्फ्लुएंस के लिए कॉस्ट इज अ गुड थिंग. Next, efficient. AC generators have more efficiency than DC generators. Yes, AC generators are more efficient than DC generators. Second point. ठीक है, ये भी हो गया. Transmission. This is the biggest flaw of DC. यहां पर वो हार गया एक तरह से, you can say. AC is easier to transmit to larger distance with lesser power loss compared to DC. अब electricity is not used where it is produced. ऐसा नहीं है where you produce electricity you only use it over there. Now you produce it somewhere and then you have to distribute it to long distances. और यहीं पर DC मात खा गया यार. And this is where DC kind of lost the battle because AC is able to be transferred or transmitted to long distances with very less power loss. But DC energy खो देता था. DC had a lot of power losses. This is where AC kind of took the lead, है ना, right? Transmission. We discussed cost, AC is cheaper. Efficiency, AC is efficient. Transmission, AC is easily transmitted without very less power losses. Conversion, AC, yes. AC नहीं बोलता. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आपके पास AC है, if you have an AC, you will say अरे यार DC क्या करेंगे? AC बोलता है कि AC can be easily converted to DC. You can change me to DC, not a problem. AC can be very easily converted to DC with the help of a device. We call it rectifier. And this is what your inverter does. If you have that inverter, no, we call it inverter, but it's actually a rectifier. The battery is storing, you can say, chemical energy, and when current comes out of the battery, it's DC, right? And when this current is stored in the battery, it's AC. So there is this inverter which changes DC to AC and AC to DC. Aha. So brilliant, no? AC बोलता है DC चाहिए मैं दे दूंगा. Use a rectifier. Simple, right? Ease. AC is easier to generate than EC. So AC के साथ advantage बहुत सारी थी, and that's why AC kind of won the fight. These things are important. I'm not just telling you a story over here. These 5 points are very important. What are the advantages of AC over DC? Cost. It is cheaper. Efficient. It is efficient than AC. Transmission. Very big advantage. Conversion, you can convert AC to DC. Ease, AC is easy to generate than DC. 5 points, very important, note them down. Now, let's come to our homes. How does electricity reach our homes? घर पे बिजली आती कैसे है? आती कैसे है? सर सॉकेट में लगाते हैं आ जाती? Think about it. There are wires coming to your house. Sometimes in some places you might see overhead wires. Nowadays we are going more and more towards underground electricity wires, right? So how does electricity come to your home? There is a whole network. Yes, there is a whole network. Electric power transmission. Power stations are located far away from our homes, and electricity, it has to go through all these intermediate points before it reaches our home. Production कहीं होता है, यूज हो रहा है तुम्हारे घर में, राइट? प्रोडक्शन इज हैपनिंग समवेयर. लेट्स से देयर इज सम हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक पावर प्लांट, देयर द प्रोडक्शन इज हैपनिंग एंड यू आर यूजिंग thousands of kilometers away, right? Sitting in your home. In between there are so many intermediate points. What are these? This is the power station. Power station is where the electricity is produced. जहाँ production हो रहा है. It's the factory of electricity. Next, transmission lines. Before transmission lines, we have the grid substation, right? Power station sends the current, sends the power to grid substation. Then what do we have? We have the transmission lines, and this is what you see when you go out of your city now. When you're traveling intercity, interstate, in between the crop fields are there, and there you'll see the long, tall towers. You know, wires are going from there. Sometimes you will hear a sound, chit, 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 right? That is transmission lines. They are carrying high voltage. Then we have a main substation. When you go to a city, there's a main substation. After that, we have intermediate substations, right? Then we have city substation. So, right? And the overhead pole. Correct? So, grid substation, main substation, city substation. इनके बीच में क्या क्या आ रहा है? We have transmission lines, intermediate substations, and finally, there is an overhead pole, or nowadays underground distribution system you can say, right? Overhead pole तक आ जाती है कहानी, ठीक है? So this is how all these entities are playing their important role in power transmission. स्टेशन से आया कहाँ? ग्रिड सबस्टेशन पे, फिर ट्रांसमिशन लाइन से ट्रांसमिट हुआ, फिर गया मेन सबस्टेशन पे, फिर इंटरमीडिएट सबस्टेशन में आया सिटी सबस्टेशन, एंड देन इट सेंड्स दिस टू द ओवरहेड पोल, एंड देन इट कम्स टू योर हाउस. तो यहां तक तो हुआ आपके घर के बाहर की बात, राइट? ऑल दिस इज आउटसाइड योर होम. व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन इट कम्स टू योर होम, राइट? So this is all about electric power transmission, and this is showing you nice animation, बढ़िया बढ़िया for visualization, right? ठीक है, power station, grid substation, transmission lines, main substation, intermediate substation, and city substation and overhead pole. This intermediate city is fine, okay? चलो, इसके बाद आता है आपका घर. What happens inside your house? Because all that was outside your house. When it comes to your house, you get 3 wires. 3 wires come to your house. Live, neutral, earth. That's it. And this is the most important diagram from exam point of view. From exam point of view, this is the most important diagram, and this is coming very frequently nowadays because we are focusing more on competency based questions, and this is important, okay? Listen to me very carefully. घर में आपके आते हैं 3 वायर, लाइव, न्यूट्रल, अर्थ. सबसे पहले first thing will be the fuse, the safety device. You have to protect everything, right? So before everything there should be a fuse. So there is a fuse first. Next, meter. कितना पैसा चुकाना है, बिजली का बिल कितना आएगा, right? Who will tell how much electricity you have used, how much bill you have to pay? There is the meter then, electricity meter. It measures in kilowatt hour. Fine, it is the energy, electrical energy, how much you have used. Fine, and every appliance, whatever it is, it will need to be earthing, right? It will need to be earthed. Why? Because earthing is a way of protection, right? It is a way of protecting your appliances. So earth wire will go parallelly. Every appliance will have these 3 connections, right? Earthing will be there for the meter also. Fine, very good. Fuse will always be connected in the live wire. Important. Fuse is there in the live wire. Okay. After meter, there comes the main switch. And all of this is there in your house. You can ask your parents, right? Whoever takes care of all this thing, or if electrician visits your house, you can ask them, भैया फ्यूज किधर है? अच्छा अच्छा, ओके ओके. वेयर इज ये मीटर? अच्छा मीटर ये रहा. ये मेन स्विच किधर है? अच्छा एमसीबी का है, एमसीबी का है, हाँ. एंड यू नो, शो ऑफ. फाइन, राइट? मेन स्विच. नेक्स्ट आफ्टर द मीटर कम्स द मेन स्विच. घर में ऐसी मेन स्विच होता है ना, दैट इज द मेन स्विच. वेरी गुड. देन वी हैव distribution box. Aha, distribution box, and this is where MCBs are there. Distribution box में you will have 3 component. क्या? Live, neutral, earth. Everywhere ये 3 तो रहेंगे, right? In live you will have MCBs. See, it could be fuse also, it could be MCB also. This is one type of diagram. Similar diagram is given in your NCERT book also. Both are correct. दोनों ठीक है. Fine. Because important thing is every appliance will get 3 connections, live, neutral, earth, है ना? Live के अंदर there'll be MCB. Look at this. This is your MCB. Green is your earth and black is your neutral. Very good. So this time you can say 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 appliance connection open. Connection slot open for me, right? Distribution box. और इसके आगे होता है appliance. Fine. इतना सही है. क्या हो रहा है? 3 वायर आएंगे, लाइव में लगा देंगे फ्यूज. इन लाइव यू विल पुट द फ्यूज, देन यू हैव द मीटर, हाउ मच इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यू आर यूजिंग, देन यू हैव द मेन स्विच, एंड देन यू हैव डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बॉक्स. डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बॉक्स में एवरी अप्लायंस के लिए यू विल हैव टू गेट 3 slots, 3 important things: live, neutral, earth. Same thing. In live you will put a safety device, MCB. Color coding of wires in a cable. Color coding of wires in a cable. Now this is very important. I'll tell you why. First, in your book there are color coding of which wire will be live, which wire will be earth, and which wire will be neutral. All electric appliances are provided with 3 core flexible cables with differently colored insulations. With differently colored insulations means red is live. Red is danger, na? Red is live. Green, green matlab sir, earth. Green is earth. Black is neutral. ठीक है? Your way of remembering could be different, but I'm just telling you, red looks danger, na? Red is live. Green is green is earth. Green is earth. Black is neutral. Okay. This is what you will write in your examinations. Nowadays, this convention has changed in your daily life, but that is only for your daily life. This is for your information purpose only, because in your book it is given that was the old convention. Nowadays we are using this, but you will write in your exam that only. Don't be smart. Okay, fine. Nowadays we are giving live as brown, right? If you are trying to be over smart, give both. बोल सकते हो ओल्ड कन्वेंशन वाज दिस इज द न्यू कन्वेंशन, दैट इज फाइन, बट ये मत करना कि ये लिखोगे और वो छोड़ दोगे. डोंट लीव दैट. Nowadays life has become brown. Earth is green only because Earth is always green. I mean, we want Earth to be green, right? And neutral is blue. Fine. This is the new convention, but that is the old convention. But don't write only this. If you want to be smart, if you really want to show off, write both, or write only that. Please don't write only this. ठीक है? Very important. फिर बोलना नहीं सर आपने बताया नहीं. Earthing. हमने बोला सर earthing is a way of protecting our appliances, right? It is a way of protecting our appliances. But how? क्या होता है? Earth में मतलब something to do with earth? Yes, you are right. Earth. Every appliance, there is this earthing connection, right? Which is kind of connected to the body of the appliance. So what happens? This earth wire goes and it is connected to another wire which is going in a hole in the earth, right? Through a hollow pipe, this copper wire, it's a thick copper wire which is going in the earth. In the earth there is a copper plate. It is dug. इसको ना गाड़ देते हैं जमीन के अंदर. Why? Because earth is very tolerant, no? Earth will take all your currents, all your troubles, right? So all your excess current, it will go to earth. It's a safety mechanism because current takes a path of least resistance, right? So better than you, it will choose this path and go to the earth. Extra current. Fine. Earthing is a way of protecting your appliances and yourself. Now, why do we need protection? That's the next question. Sir, protection चाहिए क्यों? सब बढ़िया चल रहा है तो everything is good ना? Because there could be malfunctionings like short circuiting and overloading. देखो, these are two different terms which seems like same but they are not exactly the same. Short circuiting क्या होता है? Short circuiting का मतलब है live neutral मिल गए. Live and neutral they join hands. And you know what happens? When live and neutral join hands, you can say mathematically resistance is zero. Mathematically current is infinite. Large current flows in the circuit. Short circuiting happens when the live wire and the neutral wire come in direct contact with each other. इसको बोलते हैं short circuit होना. ठीक है? This is called as short circuiting. Overloading क्या होता है? Short circuiting leads to abrupt increase in current in the circuit. This is known as overloading. Abrupt increase in current in the circuit is called as overloading. Short circuiting है live और neutral का मिल जाना. Overloading is the effect of short circuiting. But overloading is not the only effect from, it's not possible to do only with this. ऐसा नहीं है कि short circuiting से ही overloading हो सकता है. Overloading is also possible when you connect many appliances from one socket. Have you ever seen that? You have one extension board. In this you connect too many appliances. Press भी लगा दिया and one day you thought fridge लगा देता हूँ. That is overloading. मतलब उस वायर की कैपेसिटी से ज्यादा यू आर टेकिंग करंट फ्रॉम दैट वायर. मतलब वायर बोलेगा हाँ मेरे से नहीं हो पा रहा, वायर विल बर्न. दैट इज ओवरलोडिंग. सो ओवरलोडिंग के कॉज क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? ओवरलोडिंग कैन हैपन व्हेन यू कनेक्ट मल्टीपल अप्लायंसेस फ्रॉम वन सॉकेट, राइट, फ्रॉम वन पॉइंट. दैट इज ओवरलोडिंग. दैट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल. सेकेंड कॉज ऑफ ओवरलोडिंग इज मीन्स यू हैव टू इंक्रीज द करंट. करंट बहुत ज्यादा बहेगा, उसको ओवरलोडिंग बोलते हैं, राइट. वन केस इज when you connect multiple appliances. Second is when short circuit happens, because short circuiting में lot of current flows. That is also overloading. ठीक है, fine. Get the point. Short circuiting क्या होता है? लाइव न्यूट्रल का मिल जाना. ओवरलोडिंग क्या होता है? करंट का बहुत बढ़ जाना. Fine. Okay. Very good. And this is very dangerous. You will see a lot of fires in households happens because of this, right? So this is very important. Safety devices are very important. Electric fuse, a safety device. देखो भाई, this is one safety device. I told you, safety is very important when you are playing with electricity. I'm not saying playing, when you are using electricity, right? So, this is something we have already studied in electricity. Electric fuse. It prevents damage to the appliance and the circuit due to overloading. It will basically protect your appliance from large currents. कैसे? It is made up of an alloy with a low melting point and is always connected in series with the appliance. Melting point is low. Means when current starts to go above a certain limit. If current is more, this low melting point wala wire will not be able to withstand the heat because there is heating effect of electric current. Wherever current flows, there is heating effect. This wire, because of the heat of the current, will melt and break the circuit. That's how it protects your appliances. That's electric fuse. It's a safety device. Very good. Connected in series. Fuse is connected in series. Very good. It prevents damage to the appliance and the circuit due to overloading. Yes, it is made up of a metal, or you can say alloy, with low melting point. Fine. Alloy with a low melting point. Appliance fuse looks like this, cylindrical glass under, say, a small wire, right? If current exceeds the rating of the fuse, this is called as overloading. Then temperature reaches the melting point and fuse melts because of heating effect of electric current. Then the circuit breaks, keeping other appliances safe. Fuse sacrifices itself to protect others. कितना अच्छा है यार ये, है ना? वाह वाह, nice. Let's do a quick textbook question. First, what precautions should be taken to avoid the overloading of domestic electric circuits? I just explained you. It's a question in your book. First, the following precautions that should be taken to avoid overloading of domestic circuits is: first, don't connect too many appliances by a single socket. Right? Too many appliances should not be used at the same time. At same time, don't use a lot of appliances. Geyser भी चला दिया, fridge भी चला दिया, AC भी चला दिया, kettle भी चला दिया, iron भी चला दिया. No. We have to be safe, right? Don't use many heavy appliances at one time. Faulty appliances should not be connected in the circuit. जिनसे doubt है उनको दूर रखो. Fuse should be connected in the circuit. This is a very simple safety device, right? So this is the 4 things you should take care to avoid the overloading of domestic electric circuits. Very important. Okay. Next, name 2 safety measures commonly used in electric circuits and appliances. We just did that. First is fuse. Sir, fuse or MCB works. Anything is fine. ठीक है, फ्यूज बोल दो, MCB बोल दो, दोनों का काम सेम है. बस फ्यूज इज समथिंग विच नीड्स रिप्लेसमेंट. MCB कैन बी जस्ट नॉट बी रिप्लेस्ड. उसको हम सेम को ऊपर नीचे कर सकते हैं. फाइन. प्रॉपर अर्थिंग, दैट्स अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट सेफ्टी मेजर. प्रॉपर अर्थिंग से यू विल प्रिवेंट शॉक्स टू यू. Proper earthing of an electric circuit in which any leakage of current in an electric appliance is transferred to the ground and people using the appliance do not get the shock. कभी देखा है तुमने कि your fridge or your any electric appliance, if you touch the body, you feel shock लग गया, right? That is because of not proper earthing. So if you have proper earthing, you will not get a shock from the body of the appliance. That's important. Fine. So these are 2 safety measures used in select circuits and appliances. First is fuse or MCB and proper earthing. Why do we say fuse? Because appliance mein there is fuse. MCB is in the distribution box. So it's okay to write MCB, but I would still prefer fuse. Okay, getting my point? With this, we are done, my friends. That's enough. This is the new favorite bacha. I'm telling you, domestic circuits are very important. Study them properly. And if you like this video, don't forget to press the like button. Subscribe to the channel because we keep coming back to make sure that you excel in your examinations. कुछ भी करना पड़े. So, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any video because that is a loss. फिर चीजें छूट जाती हैं, गाड़ी निकल जाती है फिर. Subscribe करो, share करो, like करो and let's see what we have in the next thing for you. Because we will have something amazing. See you next time. Till then, take care and keep learning.